Hi, boys and girls. Today I want to teach you a mental math strategy for multiplying by 9. So let's say that we had to solve the problem 9 times 6. Okay? Now I could think 6 times 9 if I know that, okay? Because I can use the commutative property. But 9 is really close to the number 10, and we know how to multiply by 10. So I'm going to change this in my head into 10 times 6. And I know that 10 times 6 is 60. But because I added one more group of 6, okay, instead of 9 groups of 6, I made 10 groups of 6. I have to, in my head, subtract 60 minus 6. And that gives us 54. So 9 times 6 is 54. So instead of multiplying 9 times 6, I multiplied 10 times 6, and then I subtracted 6 more. Let's take a look at another one. Let's say I wanted to solve 9 times 8. Well, instead of 9 times 8, I'm going to, in my head, change this to 10 times 8. And I know that 10 times 8 is 80. So instead of 9 groups of 8, I created 10 groups of 8. So then in my head, I'm going to do 80 minus 8, and I get 72. So 9 times 8 is equal to 72. And that strategy even works for larger numbers. Let's say I wanted to multiply 12 times 9. Now, might not know my 12s, but I can use the commutative property to change this into 9 times 12, if that makes it easier for me to think about. And then I'm going to change this, instead of 9 sets of 12, I'm going to change it into 10 sets of groups or groups of 12. And 10 times 12 is 120. But because I went from 9 groups of 12 to 10 groups of 12, I'm going to take one of those sets out. So I do 120 minus 12. Well, 120 minus 10 is 110. And here to do this, I kind of, in my head, I'm decomposing this into 10 and 2. 120 minus 10 is 110. 110 minus 2 is 108. And 12 times 9 is 108. Bam, solved in my head. So here's the strategies. To multiply by 9, step 1 is to multiply by 10. Step 2, we subtract one set of the factor that we were multiplying by. So here, 12 times 9 became 9 times 12, and then 10 times 12, 120. And I subtracted one set of 12 to help me. I hope that helps you, boys and girls, multiply by 9. Go practice now.